Confederate desperation comes to a new height. They're trying secret weapons. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, is Prospector Johnny. And this week, Prospector, the Confederates are at their sneaky tricks, and I guess the Union responds kind of in kind. It's a naval. It is a very much naval week this week, Johnny.
Okay, naval spies, perhaps pirates, sneaking in under the night and the midnight. Why are they sneaky?
There were always pirates in every Confederate boat is a pirate.
Every single one of them,
as far as I'm concerned. But they have their new secret weapon. But the week's going to begin on the 11th with Confederates continuing to fight against the Indians. This time out by Fort Inge in Texas. So I guess the Confederates.
So they're just all over the place doing it.
Yeah. Well, it's white man going up against the Indians. I don't think the Indians really care whether you're north or south.
Oh, I mean, why would they? We've all done the.
We've done great thanks to them. At least the Indians. At least the Indians are able to hold out in Texas, unlike the Union troops who were once garrisoned in Fort Inge, but then gave it up without a fight. So way to go. At least the Indians are doing better than we are out there.
Perhaps we should try to get them on our side.
Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, just all of them. Just give them whatever they want and hope.
Promise them. I don't know. Promise them everything west of the Mississippi or something.
It's not like we're gonna hold up to that end of the bargain, anyways.
I mean, it doesn't matter what we say. We've proven that.
General Rosecrans is promoted from acting general of the Federal Department of the West Virginia to the full command of Federal Department of West Virginia. So, congratulations, you Rosecrans. You're now no longer Buck General. You're legit General. So good job.
The general. Yeah,
you're the general of that department. Yeah. Sure. And to be fair, he is the only general who's had a resounding successful campaign so far. I mean, West Virginia has pretty much gone off without a hitch. So good. Yeah. So this makes sense.
Yeah,
this is good. Can we actually make him the head guy? Because everything else.
Yeah, maybe, or at least have a collaborative meeting where he can explain to all the other generals how not to lose, screw up.
Yeah. Another Confederate pirate ship, Johnny, is going to lay at the bottom of the Potomac after being burned by Federal forces. So we got another boat. That's basically daily now. We're just sinking these boats or capturing.
Are these manned vessels or these are manned.
Okay,
so also
these are
casualties associated with this. Or
limited.
Probably a lot of escaping.
Not this particular boat's not a big boat. It's a river boat, so it's like a steam barge vessel. So it's not like a big battleship or anything. But it's a blockade runner,
like
two
dudes.
Captain. Yeah, like two dudes.
And his first mate. Okay, that's okay.
That's fine.
All right. I've been thinking about it though, Tommy. We were talking about this war and everything and how we're ready to fight, but I'm kind of good with not killing our fellow countrymen and just letting them realize that they need resources and supplies that they don't have.
Yeah, maybe
as long as we're not having casualties, you know what I mean? Like if we can keep the casualties to a minimum, I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, so you're up for this? Just sink some.
I'm
pirate
settling
ships,
into it. I'm settling into the idea. Of not having a massively bloody war with our cousins and brothers and just neighbors in general.
Yeah, I feel you. So far, we're working. That's more supplies that's getting to the bottom. Yeah, yep. On October 12th, Confederates launched their secret weapon, which I alluded to at the beginning of this episode, against the Union. It's the Confederate ironclad CSS Manassas, formerly the steam icebreaker known as the Enoch Train. So they took an old steamer that was there to break up ice. Called the Enoch Train, and then they plated this wood-hulled steamer with iron plates. It has no cannons to speak of, but they did put a ram on it, and the whole point of this boat is to literally it's an icebreaker, and that's what icebreakers is. They rammed ice. So now they're like,
but they want to do that with ships, presumably?
Yes, ram it into a ship. It has an inch and a quarter.
And so they put iron on it though, and it's still good. Still floats.
Still floats. It's an inch and a quarter iron plates across the entire. I don't know what that's bow of the boat. I'm not a Navy man. I don't know. Everything that's above the waterline is an inch and a quarter plated with iron.
Holy moly!
It is actually going to successfully attack and ram the USS Richmond and the USS Vincennes near the head of pass.
They got two?
It doesn't sink them, Johnny. But it does ram 2 boats near the head of pass on the Mississippi. Both federal boats are run aground, so they are pushed basically up to the shoreline where they can't easily get back out. This does.
I don't think that was their plan. That's not what this boat is designed. This boat was not designed to push a ship into the shore.
No, it was designed to sink the ship, but it pushed the 2 boats up what's called running aground up on the shoreline. It will actually free up the blockade on the Mississippi for several hours until these 2 boats boats are this is where the problem lies, until these boats are repaired and able to be put back on the water. But neither side on this brave secret weapon battle here, neither side has any casualties, and all 3 ships have to get sent back for repairs, and basically
the one that with the ironclad,
it still gets damaged.
Turns out you can't just ram other ships.
Yeah, you can't just ram boats.
You're gonna take some damage too, even with the iron. And okay, so were they able to get some stuff through when the blockade was down?
Yes. There were several ships that were able to get through the blockade during those several hours. The blockade was basically down.
What do we know? What type of supplies they were able to get? Was it weapons? Was it clothes? Was it food? We don't know.
Well, no idea. There are reports that there are some Confederate commissioners that have snuck away, but this is on the other side of not on the other side of the country, but this is on out at Charleston. But this has nothing to do with that blockade.
What does that mean, though? But the Southern Commission.
So out in Charleston, there were 2 Southern commissioners that were able to sneak out in the lieu of darkness, get through the blockade.
Okay.
You've got a John Slidell, a commissioner, and a James Slidell, probably more like it. Yeah, Slidell, and a James Mason through the blockade. Their first stop is going to be off into Cuba, where they retrofit, and one is going to go to France, and the other one is going to go to England. So Slidell will go to France. Mason is going to go to England. Their mission is to secure recognition, arms, and supplies. So
this is a single person going to each one of these countries saying, please recognize the South as a country so that we may have guns and buy them from you, etc.
Yes, exactly.
They're just singing how they get there. Oh, how when you arrive, how do you go about? Yes, please. I came off this boat here. Would like to please speak to your leader about recognizing the South as a country.
Take me to
you don't speak English? Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah, because I can't imagine that these 2 men speak French. Well, I mean, one's going to England, so that's fine. I can't imagine.
That's fine. Yeah.
I can't imagine that Slidell speaks French, but maybe he does. I don't know. We'll see how that goes for them in the future.
Who knows?
But who knows?
I mean, come on! Like, what a mission.
Good luck. Good luck. And this isn't the first time that commissioners has gone to Europe, from the Confederacy to try to gain.
Yeah, and last time they said, no, we're not getting involved in your petty squabbles.
You can buy our guns if you want, but we're not. Yeah, basically it was. Yes, you can buy the guns.
No, gold, please. Not your Confederate bucks.
Yeah.
We don't accept that here.
And finally, on the 12th, the Union actually has its first ironclad gunboat that's going to set sail in Missouri. The USS St. Louis is also a wood-hulled steamer that this time the Union, have plated it with 2.5-inch iron plates around the casemates and 1.25 inches around the pilot house. So we now have an iron boat too.
Now, but is this the iron boat that they were talking about? Because they were talking about building one completely out of iron.
No.
This is just a response.
Yes.
And saying, we can put thicker iron on ours.
We can put iron on our. Yeah, we can put iron on
you. It's better, I guess.
No, ours is our boat has guns. We have guns. We're not doing the whole ramming thing. Yeah, already better. We've got guns without ramming it. On the
just go ahead and ram into us now that we have steel-plated armor.
Yeah, we have steel-plated armor.
And good luck.
Yep.
I'm guessing their cannons won't penetrate.
Yep.
2.25 inch steel.
No, I don't. That's it's iron, but yeah, I don't. That's a pretty thick iron. That's pretty thick iron. I don't think it's gonna be going through that.
That's hefty.
It's going to set sail on the Missouri and operate again as part of the blockade. Now we got this. We got our own ironclad that's going to be pretty much impervious to rounds.
That's an intimidator, right?
That's
just strutting around the Missouri. Be like, don't mess with us. We got this guy.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
Yeah, pretty much. On the 13th, a Confederate raid at Dutch Hollow near Henrytown, Missouri, gets pushed back by Union troops. We have a little bit of a battle here out in Missouri that's worth speaking of. The raid was intended to disrupt communication lines between St. Louis and Springfield. Colonel William W. Summers is going to lead 500 Missouri militiamen on the raid that would set up a battle line on a hill overlooking the one main road through the area that they thought the Union would approach from.
Okay.
Union officer Major Clark White learns of the Confederates in the area and sends 2 companies of his cavalry under Captain Switzler, and Captain Montgomery, totaling under 200 men. So we've got just 200 men of Union cavalry going to go up against 500 Missouri militiamen.
But kind of going, they're sneaky though. They're going undercover. They're like, we see what they're doing. We're gonna.
Yep. Well,
come up behind them or something. Or?
You hit the nail on the head, Johnny, because they're coming up right behind them. They see where they're at.
Please.
They flank them. They come up from behind, completely surprise the Confederates, who get.
I mean, how disorienting must that be?
Yeah. They get sent to running because all of a sudden there's horses. Oh! And as
can't blame them.
And as they're running, there are reports that we may have cut a few down with our ponies. But hey, it's fine.
That's just small war crime, right? That's like tiny war crimes.
They were see, and that's not a war crime because they were running away. They weren't surrendering.
They had not surrendered.
They did not surrender. They were running away. We were just shooting.
And we didn't know if they were going to run for a little bit, terrified, and then turn around and start coming back.
Exactly.
So it was important to ride them down on our horses with swords or bayonets in hand and just
this is like the ideal this is the ideal thing that the cavalry, this is actually what the cavalry's designed to do: disperse them, and then as you're dispersing,
be terrifying,
kill as many as you can so that they don't regroup and fight you.
I mean, there's a reason in the Bible it's the 4 horsemen that are coming back, because that's terrifying. Gigantic, like people on horses coming at you to attack you.
Yep, it is 100% terrifying. Casualty reports are that up to 67 Confederates were killed, with only one Union casualty. So very resounding victory.
That's a guy, he fell off his horse.
It's a guy who fell off his horse, yes, most definitely. It was a very resounding victory for us.
I mean, rest in peace, but stay on your horse.
Totally fell off his horse. On October 14th, residents of Chincoteague Island in Virginia swore an allegiance to the Union, stating, and I quote, that this is great, stating, and I quote, that we are united as one man in our abhorrence to the secessionist heresies.
Now, is that because this island is occupied by one man?
It might be.
And it's just, he's like, me. I am going to be
I abhor
this is my island, and I'm the man that abhors it.
Yeah, I abhorred it. And Lincoln, Johnny, he's gonna do his he's gonna continue with this whole he's gonna continue with this whole dictator kick when he tells General Scott that he is authorizing the suspension of habeas corpus anywhere between
again.
He's expanding it. He's expanding
it. Okay, yeah.
Now it will be anywhere from Bangor, Maine to Washington, D.C. because he is suspecting subversion. So
that's all of New England.
New England, basically. If you live in New England, you're
all of it.
You can't say anything anti-Lincoln or you will be arrested and suspected of being a Confederate spy.
Pro-South or
nothing.
My aunt lives in Georgia and she's nice. Can't say that, you'll get arrested. Like, good God, and that's just fine. We're just fine with that.
I'm not fine with it.
I mean, I'm not either. But apparently, we're rolling over. I guess you got to keep the country together. At what cost?
That's exactly it. If the Constitution is destroyed, at what cost? In retaliation to the lost raid on the 13th, Confederate raiders will capture a few Union soldiers and burn Big River Bridge near Potosi, Missouri on the 15th. So that's not so great.
That's not great at all. They burning bridges out here.
Yeah. But in retaliation,
it's like they want to get it's like they don't want to keep contact with us. They want to separate from us.
It's crazy. Yeah. Why would they want to separate from us? Yeah, it's weird. In retaliation to the Confederate retaliation, the Federals will recapture Lexington, Missouri on the 16th, pushing aside the very small garrison that was left by the Confederate troops when they left like a month ago now at this point.
All right, so what's going on here, really?
We're just all like taking territory back and forth.
It's just trading places? Like, what?
Yeah, pretty much.
And nothing's happening. Like, and the poor people that live around there
have to change the flag. They fly out in front of their house every other minute.
All the time, every other weekend. How do you keep up? Do you believe your neighbor? Do you not? Like, what? If they change their flag, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know, Johnny. I don't know.
It's gotta be exhausting.
It does. Also on the 16th, Union forces are going to secure 21,000 bushels of wheat that were stored in a warehouse near Harper's Ferry, Virginia. So good luck getting bread now, you dirty, dirty Confederates.
I mean,
21,000 bushels of wheat. That was their store. That was it. That was their whole store.
And that was it for the entire year at least. They're like, oh, guys, we're fine. We got 21,000 bushels over here. Set. Good to go.
A skirmish over in Harper's Ferry proves very, very lucrative for the Union when they secure that 21,000 bushels of wheat.
I mean, because now it's not only they don't have anything coming in because of the blockade. We're straight up taking the spoons out their hand.
Yeah, 21,000 bushels of wheat.
But you know what sucks, Tommy? You know what really sucks about all this?
It's not the soldiers.
Even though we're doing
this,
it's not going to be the soldiers. It's not going to be the people in charge. It's not going to be the people who decided to segregate from the United States that suffer because of this. No. It's going to be the people that don't give a shit either way, and probably a lot of them are like, you know what? Maybe slavery is kind of bad, and we should probably stop doing it. And maybe we should stay a nation because that's what we are, and respect the vote. It's a democracy. But those are the people that are going to be suffering, not any of the people that should.
Yeah, most definitely. You're probably right, Johnny. Trader President Davis is having problems with his soldiers having state loyalty. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Poor Trader President Davis.
His soldiers are having issues with state loyalty over national loyalty, and he has to deny states' rights. States' rights. He has to deny a Kentucky regiment their request to return home to defend Kentucky because, Kentucky's starting to be a battleground, so...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, what a disaster of a human being.
Which this is going to be I think this is going to be a continual issue for him because when Virginia is under attack, any Virginia unit that's not in Virginia is going to be like, well, I want to go home. If Tennessee comes under attack, the Tennessee units that might be in Virginia are going to be like, well, I kind of want to go home to make sure my house didn't burn down.
Protect my home front. Yeah, I left my family to come here and fight. Now my family's in danger of people they're gonna.
Yeah, so I imagine this is going to be
you would think.
Continual problem for him as this war goes on. So another reason why the South is never going. It's 2 weeks.
It's really, really surprising to me that a swath of people that would show such disloyalty to their country and secede from the United States would show such disloyalty to their country when it's a fake Southern country. What a shocker.
Yeah.
I can't believe my husband cheated on me. He cheated on every one of his wives. But me?
Oh, no. This eventful week is going to finally come to an end on the 17th when a naval invasion plan is going to be drawn up by the Union. Their thought here is that they could use Port Royal in South Carolina as a staging point into the South. So not only will we attack into Virginia via land, we're going to be looking at going into Port Royal and attack South Carolina as well. So
and that would give us into South Carolina. But if we had a port there, that'd be basically give us the entire eastern.
A good chunk of
good chunk to
a good chunk to the eastern coast that we got access to. Well, because we still have the main port that comes into the Gulf of Gulf of Mexico there with Fort Pickens secure. So at least we got that. Yeah. Hey, we'll at least stop them from getting supplies, and then we can attack multiple areas. Hey, let's make a 3 or 4 front war. While we're at it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the more we can spread them out, the shorter this is going to be because their resources are already low.
Yep. Well, we'll see how this all plays out next week. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you enjoy this, check out Historic Hindsight. We talk about all kinds of things like pig wars and Mormons going to war with the United States government and gold rushes.